In this week's very brief episode of Talking About Orcs, I'm going to be going over the Kustom Stompa and Orc Mech Boss Buzzgob. Both are basically just afterthoughts in the Forge World Index because you'll probably never see them on the table. So starting with Orc Mech Boss Buzzgob, he's a big mech. He's got weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 4, even though you can only take a slugger as only ranged weapon. Strength 5, toughness 4, wounds 6, attacks 4, leadership 8, 4 plus save. He can have his 2 named Grout Oilers. Is a single model equipped with Slugga, Big Chopper, Stick Bombs, and Mech Arms. And he may be accompanied by his 2 Grout Oilers, Knit Knuckle, and Lunk. Mech Arms are a melee weapon with Strength 4, AP 0, 1 attack, or 1 damage. And you make 3 hit rolls for each attack with this weapon instead of 1. So basically, he's a big mech that is Goth Clan specific that has the choice of 12 Choppa attacks or 4 big Chopper attacks for 82 points. So he's a bit more than a regular mech for pretty much nothing. So again, but the model's cool and it's $53. So you're paying $53 for a big mech. That's kind of special in no particular way. So you can see I'm not very excited about this guy. There's just no reason to take him. None. He doesn't give you any added value. He's not a character that does something. I mean, Zasnark the Ripper is an amazing character with some great unique abilities and equipment. Buzzgob is just a mech with a few extra chopper attacks. That's it. There's nothing there. Nothing there at all. What I really find interesting, of course, he does have a custom force field listed in his abilities, but under war gear options, none and no force field is listed with him at all. So I don't know why it's like that. And to go along with Buzzgob is going to be the Kustom Stompa. And oh boy, and if you thought the Stompa was bad, wait till you play a Kustom Stompa. First of all, it costs more, by almost 200 points more. Same basic stats, of course, as the Stompa. It's got the same weapons. It's got a Def Cannon, Super Gatler. So that's, I mean, if you want to hear what I have to say about the Def Cannon, Super Gatler, you can go back to the regular Stompa entry. It also comes with a Mega Claw instead of the Choppa, which is Strength times 2, which could be up to Strength 20, Strength 14 at its lowest. AP minus 5, 4 damage, and if it has 2 Mega Claws, you get 4 extra attacks. So one thing that's missing from the Mega Claw is the 3 attacks for 1 ability, so you're stuck with 4 super high strength, super AP attacks, and so you can get you can't really do anything to hordes, unlike the regular Stompa. So yeah, that's a big downside. He has the Gaze of Mork, which is a 24-inch assault 1, strength 4d6, AP minus 4, and 6 damage. Assault 1, strength 14, 6 damage. Color me excited. Let's see, is there any... So it does have the ability to repair itself. It has the repair clear at the beginning of your turn. Custom, let's see, on roll of 5+, Custom Stompa repairs 1 wound. On 6+, it repairs D3 wounds. So it has a chance of repairing itself slightly. It can take a belly gun. A belly gun is 48-inch range, heavy 2d6, strength 8, AP minus 2, 2 damage, and it becomes 4d6 if the target is infantry. It's 50 points, and it eliminates your cargo capacity. So now you're talking, if you want to give him a belly gun and 2 close combat weapons, it's over 1,100 points. And he still doesn't have an invul save. I'm speechless at how really bad this is. Especially when you compare it, when you look at the knights and their price and what they can do, and you look at this thing, and you're just like, okay, it's a really cool model I could spend $115 on, and it'll sit there collecting dust on my shelf. because there's no reason to ever play it in the game unless you just want 1,120 points of your 2,000 point army blown off the board before it does anything. Yeah, so this was just a bad idea. I don't know what they can do to fix this. It has to have void shields. It has to have an invul save. And the only way you're going to make these Stompas viable in the codex. There's just and on top of that a massive price drop. If the Stompa isn't like half or less in the codex, it's still never going to see the table. It needs to be good. It needs to be playable. And the custom Stompa more so and more options. The thing about the custom Stompa from Siege of Rax is it had void shields, or the equivalent of void shields. It couldn't regenerate them, but it had them. This doesn't have anything. It needs to be, yeah. It's just a shadow of his former self. And it costs more than a Stompa. And it gives you less for more points than a regular Stompa. So that's it. That's probably my depressing rant for this week. We've only got the Squigos left to go over in the Forge World Index, and then hopefully after next week, we'll start getting some rumors or some posts about the Codex. Otherwise, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this episode of Talking About Orcs. Please subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new Talking About Orcs videos every Wednesday, new battle reports every Friday, and hobby videos whenever I can. Thanks for watching.